So, do you mind if I do a interview type deal right now?
Like right now?
Yeah, like this second right now.
Thank you, girl. Sure. What's up?
Okay. So, if you hadn't went to the military, what would you have done? These are random questions, by the way.
Oh, okay. Military, that's all. That's it. I think if I wouldn't have went to the military, I would have took up a trade. The trade would have been air conditioning, refrigeration, heating and cooling, I think they call it now. There's a school in Eufaula, Alabama called Spark Tech. I would have went there. I would have took my trade. The reason I would have took air conditioning refrigeration is because my dad used to always tell us we need to get a trade if we weren't going to college. And someone air is always breaking. And in the winter, everybody want their heat fixed. So it's guaranteed money. And it's a very lucrative trade to be in, miss.
Okay. So, why did you become a speaker, and what kind of speaker would you say you are?
Who determined if I'm a speaker? Is the question.
Your brand that says T. Tarver Speaks.
Oh, okay. Well, you asking the questions, right? So, what made me become a speaker? Out of the 7 children, 6 siblings I have, I'm the middle child. And I became the spokesman of the family. With that, I always had the courage to just speak to my parents, talk to others. Also, as a child, I was carried around. My dad used to sell vegetables, and I used to go around with him. And I used to see him interact with people. And he had the best people skills in the world. So I was getting coached at the age of 5 up until I left home. And it just grew on me. And I became somewhat of a spokesman for people. I used to say things that people were scared to say. I would stick up for people when they didn't want to stick up for themselves. And I didn't even know it was a speaker. That speaker became preacher. That preacher, that's a whole different thing. That's a call from God. Once I finally said yes to the Lord, then I began to proclaim and speak the gospel. Sitting up here, I'm studying now. But the kind of speaker I would say I am, I think the world categorized us as motivational, inspirational speakers. I just call it change. I'm a change agent. But I really don't care about the title, as long as I'm able to help someone move further in life.
Okay. How is the progression of your brand?
How are you thinking of the questions? I mean, what? Does you have something to do?
I said they were random questions.
Okay, whatever. Progression of my brand. When you look at brand, actually, and I ain't trying to get deep. When you look at brand, and she looking at me rolling her eyes, I'm not trying to be deep. When you look at branding or brand, it's really how you carry yourself every day. It's going well, to answer your question. Because I'm seeing progression, not so much in myself. I'm seeing progression of people that I've helped, people that I've coached, people that I mentor, people that I've preached to, people that I teach, in every aspect of life, both professionally, personally and spiritually. So I would say my brand is going great, but the overall brand that I carry is the brand of Jesus Christ, because He's one that continues to make us who we are. Yes, ma'am.
So how's the progression of your company brand?
What's with third degree? You trying to get some money out of me?
Maybe.
The progression of the company is doing well, sweetheart. I'm learning a lot. We're growing. The president actually gave me a charge this year. We have some goals set. We have some things on the book. We always continually looking to grow, but as a company and as a family, we understand that all money is not good money. So we trying to do things right. We're trying to do things so the entire family can enjoy themselves. So I would say the brand is going good, but we want to always ensure that we're taking care of people. And I do have a secret weapon, though. The person behind the camera have given me so many insightful tools of how to continue to grow my brand. And I tell people all the time, listen to those that close to you, because they are the one that live with you and know you for real. That's part of your brand. That's how so many brands are able to stand and last long. So I look at a brand like a Michael Jordan versus Shaq. So what that got to do with anything? Well, Shaq came out with a shoe, and it didn't last long. It was cheaper, it was affordable, and he said, hey, you don't have to pay all that money for that shoe. Buy my Shaq Fu shoe. But Michael Jordan, he never said anything. His shoes don't go on sale. As a matter of fact, he continued to sell the same pair of shoes over and over again, and every time he sell them, he mark up the price by 10-15%. So I look at that and say, I'm looking for a brand to last long, and with that, I build that brand with my family, with very close friends that I trust, and those who are able to catapult me to the next level. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. What made you start your company or a company?
Well, it really didn't have nothing to do with nobody else. Well, I take it back. It had something to do with my father. I started my company because once I accepted my call as a preacher, my dad told me, he said, son, there will be people that you can reach that you're probably not going to see in church. I didn't know how to take that at first. I was like, okay. But then I thought about it. I said, well, this man had been on the earth twice as long as I. Very wise man, never led me wrong. So I may want to listen to him. And believe it or not, he was absolutely right, because in corporate America, or out there in the world, they called it, there are people that need leadership, they need guidance, they need coaching, they need mentoring on every level, professional, spiritual, and physical. There's social needs that's needed. There's soft skills that can be taught. And with that, I saw an opportunity to give the gift that I have out to more people. And once I began to do that, I said, you know what? I can do this as a living. I can retire myself giving my gifts away, and in return, they give me some coins. It's a service that we're just swapping coins for service. So that's why I started and how I started my business.
What is your target audience when preaching or speaking? Youth or adults?
You should either random. Cause I really think you you had everything in your head of what you wanted to ask me. And of all questions, you asked me that.
Maybe.
Cause you know what my answer is. I think you would like to hear this one. I love adults. Absolutely love them. But to answer your question, my target audience is youth and young adults. The reason why is youth and young adults, they are sponges. They take in information. Whatever you put in, that's what they're going to take in. Adults, they're kind of have built up a resistance and they repel. I say that because youth today, they are afraid of growing up. They don't know what decisions to make once they get out of high school. They don't know what to expect in life. And we, as adults or as leaders in our community, churches, organizations, wherever, we have the ability to change that. We have the ability to give them information that they don't have. If we sit down and actually take the time and talk to a youth or a young adult, they will tell you, I want to know. I tell you how powerful it is. I got something here. You know, I ain't think about this. On these stickies right here. This will become a book from stickies. And what's on these stickies is information and data that I got from youth and young adults of things they want to do in life, things they want to do in church. And in that notes right there, notes, to sum it up in less than 30 seconds, they simply want adults to be adults. They want adults to teach them. They want adults to be the person that they supposed to be. Not their friend, not someone who catering to them, but someone they can look up to and be their leader. And I see that. I see a lot of information that I can give. I see a lot of practical things I can give. And I also like to have fun while doing it. So with that fun, I just continue to keep that momentum going, the laughter going, to teach them. And I think some people call it edutainment. Is that a word? Is that it?
Say it again.
Edutainment.
Never heard of it, but possibly.
It's like education and entertainment together.
It sounds fun.
Yeah.
I think I need some more of that in my life.
You need that in your life?
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I love to talk to my target audience is youth and young adults.
Well, that's it for this interview. Person of anonymous relationship. Is there anything else you want to add?
There's nothing I want to add, but I do want to get back to doing what I was doing. But I thank you for even having the mind to want to interview Fasha, your dad. That's why I took the time to answer your questions. And who knows, we may make this a weekly deal, huh?
Cool. You blew the animosity of it, but hey, it's a deal.
That's all I got to say, sweetheart.
All right.